Yo, yo, yo!
What's happening? What's happening?
What'd you do last week since we didn't meme? Did you just sit in a room and show memes to the mirror?
I just cried alone by myself.
I was thinking of the memes. It's like people say something's memeable, and I'm like, that's something you could say to a person. Would that be a compliment or an insult? If you were like, you're pretty memeable. Like it sounds like a pickup line. Like you're fuckable. You're like you're pretty memeable, aren't you?
Well, I think I don't know. It depends on the circumstances, right? And because what immediately comes to mind is my sister got this award, and when she got the award, she did like this crazy, obnoxious like things people do when they get an award, and then like held it up, and the people standing around her all this face like, oh my god, and I'm like, that's a meme. That's an incredible meme. I mean, something like that. That's like a compliment, I don't know, but
You're memeable.
I guess it kind of depends.
I mean, if you're doing like, there's still some memes of like hot girls, like the one with like the guys with a girlfriend and looking at another hot girl, like that's a good one. You're like, oh, you're memeable. You could be in a photo of a guy looking at a hot girl. That's a compliment. I think it's mostly a compliment to be memeable.
So I obviously I know in this show we do videos, we do memes, we kind of mix it up. But does meme mean like actually a static, image with writing on it, or can it also be video? Because I was listening to Michael Malice interview with what's the guy's name? Carpe Dunctum? Am I saying?
Oh yeah,
right?
I've been listening to that. Yeah.
And when he was talking about memes, he was talking about memes as like videos that are
yeah.
Memes. So
I think it's I think it's like anything. It's like racism, John. It can mean anything these days.
Everything's racist.
Everything's racist and everything's memes. I mean, it's like, I think there's, honestly, when you talk about a meme, you could say that like a meme is a turn of phrase, honestly. When you think about it, things that catch on from a movie's, my wife is a meme. It's a meme. It's taken. Yeah, so I think it's anything. It's video, it's audio, it's whatever you want to make it, man. The world is your oyster. So slurp some goo and pearls.
I don't know where you're going with that, but
put that on a bumper sticker.
I have gotten some comments recently from listeners to our podcast who've said they've started to tune into YouTube because of meme wars. So I'm going to take this opportunity to say, hey, you jerks, if you're tuning into YouTube, subscribe, number one.
Yes.
But also hit that little bell that's up here somewhere so you get notified, because we have like 6,000 subscribers on YouTube. We're finally monetized. We talked about that a couple of weeks ago. So you can send us a super chat, and we'll see it, and we'll shout you out if you send us a super chat. But do the notification thing so you get notified. And we're actually getting recommended in feeds now, which is
shocking.
Remarkable.
It's a different world, man. It honestly, it is. It makes me so mad. So my dog it's raining here in LA. And my little dog came in. My big asshole dog's in the other room. My balls biting big dickhead dog is in the other room.
Your dog is a huge asshole, or your dog is a huge asshole?
It is a huge asshole. My smaller dog, I think.
I was going to say, why does your dog have a huge asshole? What are you doing to your dog?
My smaller dog's asshole is, I think, more momentous. Like when she barks, she's one of those little yappy dogs. She'll bark when like the Amazon deliveries come, and sometimes she'll be barking. And her asshole, I swear to God, sticks out an inch. You notice this? It's like she's barking so hard, her intestines are trying to come out of her body, and her butthole starts to like go weepa, 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 and I'm just like, get out of here.
I don't think that's good. That could be a symptom of something. Hopefully not. Hopefully it's just normal. But I don't know enough about dogs. I don't know enough about dogs' assholes to give a proper opinion on that.
She's fucking around. She's like giving me the weird eye right now. I'm like, what's wrong, Lassie? Did somebody fall down the well? I can't remember what we were talking about before that. Before we got this asshole talk.
Well, I got something that we can just smoothly transition into.
Wait, you two. That's right. So I was going to say, it is shocking, though, to see, since we've become monetized, since we've gotten all our strikes finally removed, how much more we're getting as far as just views. Though we should be getting still thousands of views, considering the, as you said, 6,500 subscribers we have to our channel. But at least now, like my last video is up over the 300 mark. Good. So it's like you can see it's building. Like now that they're not censoring our content.
Yeah, and I guess it kind of makes sense that it probably takes time to build back up after your shadow ban. It seems like it's been lifted. Probably takes time to get back in the feeds and everything. So hopefully that has happened, and hopefully we don't get banned again.
Yeah. But also go subscribe to the podcast. Subscribe to all the things.
Yeah. Do it all.
All right, bring it on, man. What's your first meme?
So first meme, and it's funny, we were just talking before the show about, previously I've interviewed a lot of people who've been to prison, and we were talking, a little PR thing that Brian and I were doing to grow the show. But anyway, the meme we're looking at here, we got a picture of a deer. I'm a hunter, so very familiar with deers. Looks like a whitetail. I don't know. Can't see its tail. Hard to tell. And we got a kangaroo, that jacked kangaroo that you've probably seen before, who I think punched somebody in the face in a video. But it says, "Hear me out. Kangaroos are just deer who've been to prison." And
it's pretty good.
Yeah. I mean, yes, they have. And like, if I was gonna fight a deer or a kangaroo, I wouldn't want to fight either, because a deer could kill you for sure. But at least you have a chance against a deer. Kangaroo, I don't know, man. I don't want to fight a big kangaroo like that.
My question is, like, deer are spry, right? That's the thing with the deer, is that you're not going to be able to kind of get a corner angle on the deer. I think with the kangaroo, I mean, they're moving with their tails or hopping. I don't think they've got a lot of side-to-side movement. I think you can sidestep, come across with a right cross, and just deck that kangaroo bitch.
Is it one of those things, like, if it's alligators can only run in straight lines?
Right.
Like, kangaroos can only turn. So if you just like started running around in circles, like maybe that would.
That's what I'm thinking. It's just, by the way, this reminds me of a funny story. Nah, it's not that funny. It's a story. My wife and I, anytime we go to a Chinese garden, they always have. Have you ever been to a Chinese garden, like a traditional one?
I don't think so.
No, they're beautiful.
I'm not even sure what you mean by Chinese garden. So I'm guessing no.
There's the traditional Japanese garden with the koi fish and all that, right? Well, the Chinese also have this version of the Chinese garden, and they're beautiful, big, beautiful gardens, but they always have these stone walkways, and they always zigzag. And the reason for this is that ghosts, at least Chinese ghosts, they can only go in straight lines. So the gardens always have zigzags so that the ghosts can't follow you as you walk through the garden and haunt you. And I make it a point to remind my wife of this, to make myself laugh every time we go to the garden. Even though we've been there 20 times, I still tell her.
Is that something they tell you at the garden, or do you just know that fact, why they have that?
I think I took a tour when I went to China, when I think it was in Beijing or Xi'an, I don't remember which one. They told me, there was like a guide for one of them, and they were like, oh, the ghosts can only go in straight line. I was like, they must be good at doing cocaine.
Well, it's like when you like take out your garbage at night. At least this happens to me. It happens to a lot of people. You roll it down the street or whatever, and you're walking back. You have that feeling like someone's behind you. Like, what the heck is this? So you start walking faster. You kind of go into a casual jog. Then once you get like real close to your house, you get in there, slam the door shut. You're like, all right, made it in. Maybe we should just be running in zigzags. That way we be safer.
Obviously, it's always zigzag. That's my body. I mean, I do it on the sidewalk. I do it crossing in crosswalks. People hate it. It confuses the hell out of them. That's pretty
people
funny.
Out of the crosswalk side to side.
But by the way, this wasn't a meme I saved, but somebody on Twitter had posted, like, there was a poll they did asking men if they think they could beat a lion in a fist fight. And it was something like 30% of men thought that they could beat the lion in a fist fight. And I said, well, hold on. Is it a fist fight, or is the lion allowed to use its jaws? Because if it's a straight fist fight, I think I can win.
I don't know. I think giants have some pretty big claws there.
You got a shot. Yeah, I probably still wouldn't be able to win. It's probably one claw to the face and you're dead.
Pin you down by your face.
Yeah, they just do that thing. They jump up and just double paw you and then just batter you like a cat playing with yarn. All right, here's my first.
That same poll, and the poll's like, for a grizzly bear. People are like, 40% of people think they could beat a grizzly bear. Like, what's wrong with these people? How do they think that?
There's no way. Instantly dead. Okay, so here's my first meme. It's a good one. This is from TX Magadog. I don't know. Do I follow this person? But they've got a meme of Hillary and Michelle. This is posted on International Women's Day. And Hillary and Michelle are hugging each other, Michelle Obama and Hillary Clinton. And Michelle Obama is whispering, "You smell like a corpse," to Hillary. And Hillary is whispering, "I can feel your wiener," to Michelle. I thought that was a beautiful meme for National Women's Day. I have a couple National Women's Day related ones.
Reminds me of Ace Ventura.
Oh yeah.
It's that. Your gun is digging into my hip. Your gun is digging into my hip.
It's such a great, hilarious scene in that movie where Finkel, the lieutenant, or Lieutenant Einhorn, is Ray Finkel, and he's freaking out and scrubbing himself and brushing his teeth and vomiting. You could never have that in the movie today. They'd never let you do it because you can't have fun with the trans issue anymore.
I think I saw something on, unless I'm making this up in my mind, but I think I saw something on this recently that people were bitching about that scene. No,
it's so funny. It's the funniest scene in the fucking movie. It's genius, and I love. God, I'm blanking on her name. I love the actress too that played it. I think she's so hot. Sean Young, love Sean Young, smoking hot. Loved her in Blade Runner. I got a signed poster of Sean Young in Blade Runner. Gorgeous woman, love her.
It's funny with a name like Sean Young, she even has like a tranny name, sort of. Could go either way.
Yeah. It must be a fake name. Right? She must have made that up.
Yeah. I would guess. All right. The next one is just fun. Fun for the whole family. Everybody can watch this and enjoy it. And hopefully you can see it. Yeah. So we got this posted by Jenna Ellis. I think she's like a Republican of some type. I don't know. But anyway, it's funny. So it has just some steps, and you have a turtle at the top of the steps that just goes one step and just starts rolling down all the steps. And then you have breaking camera footage from last night's McConnell dinner obtained. Of course, Mitch McConnell, who looks just like an old turtle, apparently fell up the steps or something at one of these dinners and had to be hospitalized. The best part at the end of this video is it falls in a basket, maybe intentionally. Are they just abusing this turtle? I don't know.
Maybe it's like it kept falling down the stairs all the time, so they just put the basket there at the end of it to help it. It's possible. Dude, I had a turtle once. I had a box turtle like that, and this box turtle escaped. I had it in the backyard. I thought turtles were slow. This thing jetted off into nowhere. Huge turtle. All right, my next one, as I said, I got another one about National Women's Day. Because, of course, I don't know if you saw, there were many articles on National Women's Day. There was awards given on National Women's Day to men. Yeah, ridiculous. And I thought this was pretty funny. This is from friend of the show, Vanessa Chase, at Vanessa Chase OG. She shared a pretty funny one, but it's interesting. Men realizing they could get away with saying the most insane misogynistic statement by adding white in front of women. And you think about it, and it's 100% true. You can say whatever you want about women. And actually, I actually opened the wrong meme. I meant to open a different meme, but
this one's good too, though.
This one's good too. So yeah, but it's 100% true. Like, you think about it, the things that have been said about white women that are just so awful, like fuck that, see you next Tuesday, blah blah blah. Anything you can say about white women, all good, all good.
Yeah, well, everything's racism and nothing is racism at the same time.
All right, hold on. Before you share your next one, let me go back to back because I want to share this one since I built it up, and then you could do a back to back, ass to ass. All right, here we go. This is what I'll say. This is from Mark Truitt at Panther Squad, and it's a picture of the Health and Human Resources head. Hey, do you remember the name of this person?
Oh God, I'm drawing a blank. Let me think. Continue.
Rachel
Levine or Levine.
Yes,
I don't know.
Thank you. Rachel Levine or Levine, whoever it is. And it's a picture of Rachel Levine. And at the time, they had a haircut, which is incredibly reminiscent of a historian of the past. And it's a picture of them. And it says, "They who would give up an essential liberty for temporary security deserve neither liberty nor security. Benjamin Franklin."
Oh, it's good.
she looks exactly like Benjamin Franklin there.
Maybe we've just come full circle. I don't know. You know,
time is a
colonial days. They wore the powdered wigs, and who knows what kind of weird stuff they were into.
Men dressed in tights and tights, powdered wigs, doilies, and frocks. It's possible. You may be right.
All right. So this is a quick one here. It's kind of funny. Fun fact about me. I, too, was once a train wreck in Ohio. That's an accurate statement. I've been to Ohio a few times, and I think every time I've been there, I've been a train wreck. Most recently, when I was with you and Enrico.
Yep.
It was during COVID when we visited Enrico in Cleveland. I forget why we went to Cleveland because it was Browns and Eagles, and you guys went to the game.
Right. And shout out to Anthony Meyer. He was
Anthony
there,
Meyer.
came out, our supporter.
And Anthony Meyer, who does not drink, but hung out with us as we all drank and turned into train wrecks. And
you especially.
guys slept that night on
won.
Enrico's bathroom floor. So
Yes, at least for a couple hours. We were actually very concerned about you to the point we were going to kick the door in because you were just out. We were like, all right, he's dead. Rico just kept playing beer pong for a while, though, because, what else are you going to do?
Well, yeah, what else you can do? I wasn't opening the door, so it's life.
Yeah. All right, I got one more here, and this one just pisses me off, but it's good. This is from a guy named Ken Miles America. And again, I don't know if I follow him. I think I was just trending. But California, I don't know if you heard about this, has done studies into reparations. And the ridiculous thing about this, summed up so perfectly in this meme, which says, let me get this straight. It's got signs pointing to California and these phrases. Number 1 is a state that never allowed slaves. 2, wants to take money from people who never owned slaves. 3, to give to people who were never slaves. What about this makes a lick of sense? And it would cost they want $347,000 per black person in California.
Really, what this is just a giant virtue signal. It's just about, the white people who are going to be taxed are going to feel good about it. That's what it's for.
I'm not going to feel
virtue
good about
tax.
it. I'm going to feel pretty bad about it.
I know you wouldn't, but the Gavin Newsoms of the world would. Well, they wouldn't pay the tax probably, but.
Well, do you think that they just did this thing and knowing they're never going to do it as like the ultimate virtue signal of, well, we did the study?
Probably. I don't see how reparations can ever really happen. But the one way it could happen, and I've heard Hotep Jesus talk about this, which I actually would be in favor of, if they just like for a year or 2 years or whatever, and however they check it out, if you had slavery in your ancestry somehow, then no taxes. You don't pay taxes.
No taxes.
For a year, 2 years. I'll be good with that.
I agree. I've heard him talk about that too. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with anybody not paying taxes. All good.
Less taxes, the better. All right, last one for me. We got our good friend of the show, Joe Biden.
And I had these terrible headaches. Was diagnosed with having anyway. They had to take the top of my head off a couple times, see if I had a brain. And
is this real life? So it's posted by Benny Johnson. It says at the top of the video, Joe Biden has an onstage aneurysm while talking about his multiple aneurysms. Is this like they had to take the top of his head off? Does this really happen?
This is science fiction. Is this like the scene in Hannibal where he's eating the guy's brain while he's being, he's like eating the brain and the guy's still talking? You ever see that movie?
No, I don't like movies like that.
It's a creepy scene. It's like Ray Liotta is sitting there just talking, having a conversation. Meanwhile, he's got the guy's cooking his brain that he's cut out in front of him, and he's like, smells good. He's all drugged up. That's Joe Biden. He's just going to be sitting there giving speeches at the top of his head off, and and Nancy Pelosi's going to be eating little pieces of his brain in front of him.
Yeah, it's funny. I've never seen this clip before. I just saw it today when I was looking for clips. And I just found out recently that, this is true. Joe Biden did have, like, brain surgery, I think in the 90s or something.
Wow.
It was a while ago. So, I don't know. There is something to this. Is this still the same Joe Biden conspiracy theory? Or, like, what happened? I don't know.
Do you think I think they opened him up to put the chip in, right? The Manchurian Candidate chip?
Who knows? Maybe Elon's doing some Neuralink testing. It's not going well if he is. Hopefully, he probably wouldn't publicize that.
Bury those results. I just think it's like Obama used to be with a PlayStation controller at home, just making Joe Biden walk into walls like in The Sims. Just like, bonk, bonk. I'm gonna make him eat his own shit.
Barack, make him fall up the steps again. Make him fall up the steps again.
All right, Michelle, hold on. I'm gonna make him fall up the steps. And how many times? 3 times. All right.
Michelle,
anything else?
Quit poking me with your wiener. Come on, quit poking me with your wiener. I think we're good.
That's it. All right. Good memeing. Good weekend to you, John. And we'll see you all next week.
See ya.